We're setting for bait. We get some good damage onto the Cupid, and we're able to get the final tick on him with our 3. We throw our 3 onto the Wheelix. We throw out our 1, then our 2. Fortunately, she's able to flip over it. We get a double kill. We miss our 3. Trying to hit some basics. We're going to go ahead and run out of Emoji ultimate before it closes in. We hit her with our 1, which is going to slow her. We get tagged by the Cuckoo ult. We get tagged by the Cuckoo 3. We're going to go ahead and just Aegis that. Don't want to deal with that. We're going to pick up some bodies. Mulan's here. It looks like she's running straight at us, so we're going to start running away. We're going to go ahead and cast our ultimate. 1, 3, 2. Keep running away. Don't want to deal with her. Our team is doing a good job of slowing her down and getting some peel for us. We're going to throw our 1, and we're able to get a pick onto the Mulan. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shawnee B Gaming, and today we're doing a skin showcase for the Saurian Conjurer Puch skin. If you are new to the channel, I upload every single day. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. If you are a returning viewer, Puch is not great in Conquest. He does not have any kind of mobility, and there are so many gods that counter him. So be very careful when picking Puch in Conquest. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into his kit. Puch is 1, Undead Surge. Puch raises up 2 decaying corpses from the underworld that surge forward, exploding on anything they touch. When they reach maximum distance or when Puch reactivates this ability, they deal damage and slow targets hit. Enemies hit also have their healing reduced by 40% per 5 seconds. The corpses collapse after exploding and remain behind. The slow is going to be 20% at level 1, 40% at level 5, and the slow duration is going to be 2 seconds. Puch is 2, Corpse Explosion. Puch causes the target area to explode, dealing damage. Corpse Explosion also causes any decaying corpses in the area to explode. Puch is 3, Fleeting Breath. Puch throws a charm from the underworld which awakens a decaying corpse that applies miasma to targets in the area and falls to the ground, remaining behind. Targets take damage every second. After the duration, targets take additional damage and are stunned if they were healed by an ability during the initial duration. It's going to tick every second for 4 seconds, and the stun duration is going to be 1.5 seconds. Puch's ultimate, Empty the Crypts. Puch unleashes an army of wraths from the 9th hell that swarm forward and reduce healing and deal damage to enemies they collide with. It can stack up to 3 times. It's going to be 20% healing reduction per stack, and the duration is 5 seconds. Puch's passive, Hollowed Ground. Puch is closely attuned with the dead and may exhume corpses at his will. When walking over a decaying corpse, Puch lowers the cooldown of his 1 and his 2 by 2 seconds, restoring 5% of his maximum health and 3% of his maximum mana. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, we want to put a point into our 3. Level 2, put a point into our 1. Level 3, put a point into our 2. Then we want to max out our 3, max out our ultimate whenever we can, max out our 1, max out our 2. Actually, now that I think about it, I think this game we max out our 3, max out our 1, then start putting more points into our ultimate. Our ultimate is really good at saying, please leave me alone. We throw it and then it kind of makes a no play zone, which is really good for team fights. You're going against a Cuckoo and an Wheelix. This Wheelix we actually went against the game before and she absolutely stomped me. In the game before I bought Aegis because the mage had a big burst ultimate, but then the Wheelix was able to just continuously pick me because I did not have beads or any kind of mobility. So this game we went with the beads.
Ancestors watch over us all.
We left Fountain with the Mage's Blessing, tier 1 of Book of Thoth, 1 health potion and 2 mana potions. Puch is able to heal himself by picking up bodies, so we don't really need to worry about too many health potions. 1 should do ya in the early game. When clearing wave, if we throw our 1 out, we can get the front melee minions to kind of stagger. Once they're staggered, they should be close enough to the back archers that we can hit the entire wave with our 3. We're able to get some good damage on him, but now he's going to have wave advantage. So we are maxing out our 3 before our 1 because it does a little bit more damage. Ideally, we want to hit our 3, throw our 1, then activate our 2.
You feel that? That is your world crumbling one breath at a time.
We're going against the Squeaky Door skin. That Phoenix Cuckoo skin is really cool, except for whenever he uses his 3, he sounds like a squeaky door. Go ahead and make a play for a red buff. We should be back in after this next wave. That way we can buy our boots. The sooner we have boots online, the safer we're going to be, because Puch has no mobility. We're going to go ahead and back. And we're going to be picking up the Shoes of the Focus, the cooldown boots. We don't really need lifesteal because Puch can pick up bodies and just heal himself.
Be right back. Oops.
We're going to throw out our 1, kind of group the minions up, activate our 3, then our 2.
Your right tower is under attack.
There's no camps for us to rotate to, so we're just going to try to get wave advantage. We look to see, we're just going to throw our ultimate. We do not want to deal with her. We miss our entire kit onto her. She just burns her ultimate. This Awelix is going to be the one character on the enemy team that's going to give us the most trouble. So as soon as we see her, we need to do everything we can to get her off of us. We do feel a little safer now that Sylvanas is here. We're going to go ahead and rotate to a camp. We're going to activate our 3, activate our 2, and then pick up the bodies. It's going to give us some health and some mana. Allow us to clear the camp without exerting too much mana. Going to make our way to the red buff. Awelix is over in solo, so we don't have to worry about her trying to invade.
One breath at a time.
Looks like Sylvanas is going right to help out Rama.
Okay.
We throw our full kit onto Cuckoo. He hits us with his 3. We're going to use our beads. Probably didn't need to do that. Probably a waste of beads, but we kind of panicked and then popped our beads. Pretty sure we had full health there, and Awelix gets to do that to us anytime she wants. So we gotta try to be ready for her. We're going to set up some wards so we can at least get a heads up when she's coming. But Awelix is just one example of characters that counter Puch. There's quite a few. It's not very fun to go against a Pele. There's just almost anyone with a dash can kind of counter Puch. Ravana's no fun to go against. Fenrir's no fun to go against. There's just so many. In terms of mid matchups, Cuckoo is actually a pretty good matchup for Puch. Mainly because he doesn't have a dash. He does have increased movement speed and can avoid our slows,
Under attack.
but it's better than going against somebody like a Thoth.
Your left tower is under attack.
Relix is here. Immediately run away.
Claims her prize.
Enemy missing left.
So if the minions are already attacking our minions, we can't really stagger them and group them up, so we need to angle our 1 from the side and try to get the 1 to hit both the archers and the melee minions. Our red buff is up. We're going to clear 1 more wave and then probably make a rotation for it.
You feel that? That is your world crumbling one breath at a time.
Jungle buff. Enemy missing left.
Go ahead, drop the red buff. Fenrir's here. Smash uses his ultimate. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. We get hit by the Cuckoo ultimate. We're going to go ahead, throw our 1 against the wall, throw out our 3, and start picking up some of the bodies to heal up. Relix is nearby. So we're going to fall back, kind of hide under tower.
Completed. Silver claw. Enemy missing right. Be careful.
Cupid's nearby now.
Yes.
Looks like we don't see him. We're going to use our beads. We're going to run out of his ultimate. Pick up some bodies.
Down. Grow, little one, grow. No problem.
Mother Nature always claims her prize.
We do have enough money for the Book of Thoth, so we're going to go ahead and back and pick that up. The Book of Thoth is going to provide us 80 magical power, 250 mana, and 15 MP5. It has a passive that you permanently gain 10 mana per stack and receive 5 stacks for a kill on an enemy god, 1 stack for a minion. You can have a maximum of 75 stacks. 6% of your mana from items is converted into power. At 75 stacks, this item evolves, gaining an additional 3% extra mana power conversion.
One breath at
So you're going to gain, whenever this is fully evolved, you're going to gain 1,000 mana total. And then you're also going to gain a 90 power from the mana that you gain. So this item is going to give you 170 magical power. And then the 15 MP5 is just nice to have. MP5 is the rate at which you recover mana every 5 seconds. I think this skin is really cool. This is a really cool skin for Puch. Kind of makes him look completely different. We miss everything. Puch misses his ultimate, so we're going to start falling back.
Be careful, middle. On my way.
Cupid uses ultimate. We get tagged. We're going to use our ultimate, and Cupid's able to get the pick onto us.
Forfeit count.
We didn't have our beads, so I don't think there was too much we were going to be able to do right there. Similar to Poseidon, if you die with your ultimate, that's a sin without Puch. So even if you're about to die, you need to throw out your ultimate. Some good matchups for Puch are any kind of healer. So if you're going against an Aphrodite, if you're going against a Hel or a Ra, Puch could be very effective. His 1 has anti-heal and his 3 will stun them if they heal themselves. I feel like Puch is very effective at some of the other game modes. He's a monster in Assault. He's pretty good in Joust and Clash. In Conquest, there's just so many different angles that the jungler can attack you from. Without a dash, you're kind of sitting there like a noodle most of the time.
is your world crumbling.
Right now, we're just focused on building stacks for our Book of Thoth. We want to stick by a front line as much as possible. 2 people over in the left, so we're going to start rotating over, see if there's anything that we can do.
Your left tower is under attack. Enemy lifting right.
Throw our 1, throw our 3. Wheelix gets a lot of damage on us. We pop our beads. We're going to use our ultimate, and we're able to get the pick onto Milan.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Because we rotated, Cuckoo is in mid, pushing our tower. It looks like he's going to get it.
Your middle tower has been
Does not feel good to lose the tier 1 tower without Puch, because now we have to fall back even further if we want to be safe.
Your middle tower is under attack.
We throw out our 1, throw out our 3. Looks like our 3 missed.
Tower is under attack.
Cuckoo uses his ultimate to secure the red.
Enemy missing middle.
Use our 3, use our 1, use our 2.
Your right tower is under attack.
Fenrir is able to get the pick onto the Wheelix. Always love to see that.
Enemy missing right.
We're going to use our 1, we miss our 3, we're going to activate our 2, get some good damage. And Osiris is able to get the pick onto Umoja.
Enemies at the Gold Fury. Enemies at the Gold Fury. Enemy missing right.
We get ulted. We're going to start falling back. Not a good fight for us. Keep us here. We're going to go ahead and cast our ultimate. Just say, leave us alone, please. Throw out our 1, throw out our 3, use our 2. And we're able to get the pick onto the Cupid. Cyrus is able to get a pick onto the Cuckoo. We're going to throw out our 1, throw out our 3, activate our 2. And the tick damage from our 3 is able to get the pick onto the Mulan. We're going to start falling back.
Left tower is under attack.
I think even with Osiris and Sylvanas here, Wheelix could just dive us and get the pick on us. We're going to start falling back, and we're going to go ahead and pick up the Gem of Isolation. The Gem of Isolation is going to provide us 90 magical power, 200 health, and 10% crowd control reduction. If we get stunned for 1 second and we have 20% crowd control reduction, we're only going to be stunned for 0.8 seconds. Gem of Isolation's passive, enemies hit by your damaging abilities will move 20% slower for 1 second. So with picking up the Gem of Isolation, if we hit any of our abilities, it should be a lot easier to land the rest of our combo onto them, because they're going to be 20% slower.
Enemy missing middle.
We're going to go ahead and make a play for our red buff.
Enemy tower. Okay.
Since the minion wave is pretty far pushed up, we're going to go ahead and hit the small harpy. That's Cuckoo ultimate.
Enemy ultimate down.
Okay. Feel that? That is your world crumbling one.
4 people in mid. We're going to start falling back. We definitely want to hang out in the back line here. We do not want to be the first person that somebody can attack. Oh, we get some good damage on the Cupid right there. Sylvanas is able to get the pick on the Cupid. We're going to come in, activate our ultimate, create a no play zone. Get some damage. We're going to use our Aegis to avoid the damage from Cuckoo. We're going to throw out our 1. It gets caught on the minions, unfortunately. We got our tick damage onto Umoja, so if Umoja were to throw out our heal while we had our 3 active on her, she would get stunned. Some more great damage, and Rama's able to get a triple kill.
Attack fire giant.
Even a small light in the darkness can be enough to turn the tide.
Looks like a Wheelix is coming in. We're going to position away from her.
Set up an ambush here. Attack.
We miss everything onto her. Right now we're trying to keep Fire Giant's health down by standing in here. Awelix is able to get the pick. We're able to get the pick onto Awelix. Looks like Cupid's now rotating in. We take a lot of damage trying to hold the Fire Giant. So we're going to go ahead and back.
I shall remain strong. For my people, I will be sure my ancestors.
We're going to go ahead clear middle lane. Our red buff is up. We're going to clear one more wave and then make a play for red.
Your left tower has been destroyed.
Oh, looks like we're going for red now. It's not there. We have a feeling they might be on Gold Fury, so we're going to rotate over.
Is your world crumbling one breath at a time?
We were able to secure both oracles right there.
An ally has been slain.
Enemy ultimate down. Enemy ultimate down. On my way.
Fenrir is able to solo. Awelix is here. We're in trouble. We use our beads. Our team rotates in, and we might be able to get a pick onto her right here. Thank goodness for our team.
Throw their bodies onto your sword.
Help.
On my way.
We drop blue. We're going to go ahead and rotate to the Pyromancer. Cupid's here, Cuckoo's here, and they're able to steal it. Unfortunate. Cupid's able to get the pick. We're going to fall back. We want Sylvanas to be taking all the damage for us, so we don't have to worry about it. We're throwing in our abilities, and then we're running away. Outwashes 1, hits the minions, instead of going past them, like the indicator said it was going to. Throw out our 1, 3. Unfortunately, we miss our 3. Our 3 is going to be a majority of the damage, so we want to try to land that as often as possible. Oh, we get the pick onto Yamoja. Mulan ults. Mulan's able to get the pick. Sylvanas is here. Awelix is here. We get all of our kit onto Awelix, and we bring her below half health. We're going to start falling back. We do have our ultimate if things get a little hairy. We throw out our 3. Throw out our 1, activate our 2. Get some good damage onto her. Sylvanas is able to ult, scare her away.
The thought that counts.
So right here in that team fight, we're doing a good job of positioning ourselves behind Sylvanas. Sylvanas was their focus, taking all the damage, and while they were focused on him, we were able to free cast abilities and then get some good damage onto them. We're going to go ahead and back because we have enough money for Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver is going to provide us 95 magical power, 300 mana, and 10% magical penetration. It has a passive that your abilities deal an additional 2% of the target's maximum health as magical damage. If the target has over 2,000 health, this damage scales up. It scales up to 7% maximum health if the target had over 2,750 health. Subsequent hits on the same target do half the bonus damage for the next 3 seconds.
Attack left lane. Yes. Yes.
You feel that? That is your world crumbling one breath at a time.
Cuckoo's kind of by himself in mid, so we're going to try to get the team to rotate over.
Enemy spotted. Yes. Ultimate is ready.
Okay. Ultimate is ready.
We throw our kit, we miss, we know Awelix is coming onto us, so we use our ultimate. I'm trying to wiggle around. She kind of leaves us alone, which is exactly what we wanted. She's on us again. We're in trouble. And she's able to get the pick on us. We used our beads and our Aegis, but she was still able to get us.
An enemy has been slain.
Your left tower is under attack.
Throw their bodies onto your sword.
Okay.
Because Oelix can pretty much solo us whenever she wants, we're going to go ahead and start working on some defense. We already have enough power and some utility in our build to where we should be able to get some good damage off in team fights. But now we're going to be going into the Mantle of Discord. The Mantle of Discord should buy us a little wiggle room whenever Oelix dives on us.
Okay. I will warn. Okay. Thanks.
We get our whole kit onto the Cuckoo. He's very weak, and then Fenrir runs in and is able to clean him up.
They all shall fall.
We get our 3 onto the Milan, our 1, then we activate our 2. We don't do quite as much damage to Milan. We're going to go ahead and activate our ultimate. She's going to be slowed in our ultimate, and she goes down to the Fenrir.
They throw their bodies onto your sword.
Attack fire giant. Enemies have returned to base. Yes. Group up. Need healing.
We have some good vision. We'll make it a play for the fire jet, and we have 2 people rotating in.
Attack.
We're setting for bait. We get some good damage onto the Cupid, and we're able to get the final tick on him with our 3. We throw our 3 onto the Oelix. We throw out our 1, then our 2. Fortunately, she's able to flip over it. We get a double kill. We miss our 3. Trying to hit some basics. We're going to go ahead and run out of Emoji ultimate before it closes in. We hit her with our 1, which is going to slow her. We get tagged by the Cuckoo ult. We get tagged by the Cuckoo 3. We're going to go ahead and just Aegis that. Don't want to deal with that. We're going to pick up some bodies. Milan's here. It looks like she's running straight at us, so we're going to start running away. We're going to go ahead and cast our ultimate. 1, 3, 2. Keep running away. Don't want to deal with her. Our team is doing a good job of slowing her down and getting some peel for us. We're going to throw our 1, and we're able to get a pick onto the Mulan.
Onto your sword.
Sight of power. Enemy ultimate incoming.
We get our 3 onto the Cupid. Oelix is coming through jungle. Looks like Osiris is kind of waiting for her. She jumps away. The Oni Fury gets our Fenrir. I just realized he wasn't over here and he was going for Oni Fury.
Sorry.
Ancestors watch over us.
Oelix is here. We're able to get the pick onto the Cuckoo. We're going to use beads to avoid the Cupid ultimate. Cupid and Oelix diving us. We're going to go ahead and cast our ultimate.
Existence is big. You have so much.
Ram is able to get a double kill. So even though we went down, our ultimate created a no play zone for the enemy team. If they step in it, they're getting 20% anti-heal per stack. It can stack up to 3 times, and they're becoming slowed by 20%. They're taking damage, getting slowed, and then they have 60% anti-heal.
The ancestors' favor.
We're going to go ahead and pick up the Mantle of Discord. Mantle of Discord is going to provide us 60 magical protections, 60 physical protections, and 10% cooldown. It has a passive that if you take damage below 30% health, you unleash a shockwave that stuns all enemies within a range of 20 units for 1 second, and can become immune to crowd control effects for 1 second. This can only occur once every 90 seconds. So if a Wheelix comes in, tries to solo us, gets us below 30% health, we should be able to get immune to CC, and we should also stun her.
Be right back. Help!
Right now we're sitting at 30% cooldown, but we are about to sell our Mage's Blessing, so it'll be down to 20%. We're gonna go ahead and pick up the red buff.
Attack the Gold Fury.
2 people in mid. Looks like our team's going for Gold Fury, so we're gonna rotate over.
Ultimate is ready. Enemy ultimate incoming. Thanks. Follow me.
So we have participated in 21 of our 30 kills.
Follow me. Enemy missing.
Feel like that is a decent amount. We probably missed those other 9 from the early game.
Mother Nature always claims a prize. Oops.
That's a Cuckoo ult and a Cupid ult.
Has been slain.
Nice job.
So with Puch's ultimate, we can use our no play zone to create a no play zone on the Phoenix. I think we're about to do it.
Ultimate is ready. Attack.
So Osiris comes in, we're gonna walk up and then throw our ultimate out and cover the entire circle of the Phoenix. This will create a no play zone, and then they can't really step in to defend unless they take some damage. Right now we make a critical mistake, we say attack middle lane, but there's still a tower up.
Attack middle lane.
Yes.
A misstep. One that shall not be
Middle lane.
repeated.
Okay.
Mother Nature always claims a prize.
So Rama and Osiris rotate back through mid, we're gonna rotate back through right.
Middle enemy tower. Stay here. Group up. Group up. Okay. On my way.
Looks like Rama and Osiris are going for the other tower.
Follow me.
We're gonna go ahead and kind of keep some pressure over in mid. Wheelix is here. We're making it to where she can't hit us from the side or the back. We get some decent damage onto the Mulan.
Okay.
Attack left lane. Attack middle lane. Be
We get some good damage onto the Mulan. We're able to get a pick onto Cuckoo over in left lane.
left lane.
We have our ultimate again, so if we can just get somebody to step into the Phoenix, we can throw our ultimate out. We go ahead and cast our ultimate. Cupid uses his ultimate. We're gonna go ahead and throw our 1-3-2 combo onto the Mulan, bring her to about half health. Unfortunately, we were not able to get the Phoenix.
Surprise.
We lost Fenrir. Osiris is working his way up the map. So we're gonna go ahead and just fall back. We have 4k gold in the pocket, so we do want to back and spend that.
Be right
We're
back.
going to go ahead and sell our Mage's Blessing and go into Obsidian Shard. Obsidian Shard is going to provide us 70 magical power, 20% magical penetration, and it has a passive that your first ability cast gains 10% penetration. This can only occur once every 10 seconds.
Okay.
So we're going to have 30% magical penetration, 20 from the Obsidian, and then 10 from Soul Reaver. This is going to be helpful for dealing damage to characters like Mulan and Umoja, who are pretty tanky right now.
Enemy ultimate down.
That is a Kugu ultimate down. I think he just used it on the minion wave.
Group up.
Okay, on the way.
You feel that?
Oh baby, and our 3 is able to get the tick damage onto the Wheelix.
Season's greeting.
Love to see that.
Salutations.
Attack fire giant.
Attack fire giant.
Set up an
We're gonna go ahead, clear a wave, try to get a little bit of lane pressure over in the left lane, and then we're gonna make a play for the fire giant with our team. Three, two, one. Nope, 3-1-2 is the combo. We're gonna go ahead, push the minions, kind of let our team push forward. They're going for the Pyromancer, but they should be able to make it to the left lane before we do. Or to the Phoenix at least, while we're pushing minions up.
split push. Enemies in right
Ultimate is ready.
Yes.
We're gonna go ahead and start working on the Phoenix. Sylvanas is tanking. Enemy team's here. We're gonna get some good damage off. We're gonna go ahead and cast our ultimate.
You made that nicely. Well,
Kind of wasted our ultimate right there.
Cannot be repeated.
The people who were attacking mid go down. We're now as a 3v3. We want to stay as close to the Sylvanas as possible. Sylvanas takes the damage, Rama focuses the Phoenix, and then I try to get some damage on anyone who attacks.
Always be trans.
Rama goes down, so we're going to have to fall back right here.
Is your world crumbling one breath at a time?
Winions are able to get the Phoenix over in right. And it looks like we're going to be able to get the Phoenix in mid. Oh no, the minions didn't get the Phoenix in right. She saved it just in time. We're kind of just free casting abilities while Sylvanas soaks up the damage.
Mother Nature always claims her prize. Ultimate is down.
well, someone just
Looks like they stopped chasing. We have 2 frontliners here.
be right back.
We're going to go ahead and back ourselves because we have a pretty penny in the pocket. We already bought the movement speed potion, so now we're going to sell our boots and we're going to be going into Chronos Pendant. Chronos Pendant is going to provide us 100 magical power, 20 MP5, and 20% cooldown. This is going to bring us to 30% cooldown. And it has a passive that every 10 seconds the pendant subtracts 1 second from all of your abilities currently on cooldown. So we have the damage, we have the utility, now we have the cooldown. We also have a little bit of defense. We're going to go ahead and get a Primal Fury. The Primal Fury is going to make it to where we deal more damage to jungle camps around the map as a team.
Attack the minions.
We're going to go ahead and start pushing up right lane. Should not take much to get this right Phoenix. We're going to go ahead and tank it because we do have protections and Rama most likely does not. We're going to come up from behind. Go ahead and cast our ultimate, create a no play zone.
Drenched in crimson. An enemy has been slain. Double.
That's 3 picks for us. We should be able to close the game out right here. Emoji uses our ultimate. Our little 1 indicator showed that we could throw our 1 through the emoji wall. I don't know if that's accurate.
You feel that?
and we're able to close out the game. Well, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.